It's edging day, and you know what that means. However, my wife's coming out here today, and she's going to give us a hand, and so is my grandson. So we're going to start with these maple edge flitches, and then we're going to do those cherry flitches. So, only reason I'm doing it, start with the maple, I need to get this taken care of. And this has been sitting here longer than the cherry. We're going to get it all done today. We have these cherry flitches, or these jacket cuts, or whatever we're going to call them, the edge, and a couple that had the pith, so I'm going to cut those out for them. We're going to start with that maple. Golly, I hate doing this. I think my wife's coming out here. She was out here for a few minutes helping stack, but she had to go back in. But now I think she's going to be out here shortly. But we're going to start stacking these on here. I'm going to do like you guys suggested, maybe just a few at a time. Let's see how this, oh, man, I don't know. I'm not feeling it today. I think I'm going to go a different route. When I say we're going in a different direction, guys, I mean this is the direction we're going. Take a look. We have the Range Road board edger. I think it goes up to, I think you can do like 20 or 20-inch cuts with it. It's got a 15-horse Rado electric start engine. Two blades in there, and you're going to see how this works. I'm very pleased. You saw a couple weeks ago, you saw I was dealing with those flitches, and those things are a pain in the butt. You guys all gave me great advice, but a couple of you gave me some advice to get an edger. One of you even said build an edger, and I thought about building an edger, and there's really not a lot to it, but for the price, I don't think there's a better bang for the buck. I researched this for quite some time. After seeing Sawing with Sandy's and talking with him a little bit online about his, I reached out to a dealership in this state of Michigan and worked out a deal with them. And we'll talk about that dealership a little bit more at the end. But we're going to get this started. We're going to show it off here. I'm very pleased with it. Like I said, we ran one board through it. I have probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, probably 40 cherry boards to run through it, and another 50 to 100 maple boards to run through it. Electric start, I can't be more pleased about that as I'm aging. This is Jill's birthday present, which is coming up here in a couple of months, in a month. And she was probably going to be the one running. So we're not sure how this is set up, going to set up. We don't know if we're going to stick it at the end of the roller. I think we're kind of in a rough spot right now because we got a pole right behind us. I think we're going to be fighting some things here. We'll see. If we got to move it, we got to move it. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get this thing started and run some boards.
Yeah.
Easy starter, electric start. Already we have a problem. I said I didn't know if this setup was going to work. I didn't even think about that post right there at first. I thought we had plenty of length. So that post fights me for a while. And eventually we stopped what we're doing and I moved the whole unit. Locks in, or you can run it in reverse. Just close it down. Or you can go faster. Here we go. We have this cherry to do for that customer, and I had to make some adjustments on this because it's good to, I think, maybe 2 inches, 2-inch boards, 1.5-inch boards. I'm not 100% sure. I know it'll do 1.5-inch boards for sure. I haven't tried 2-inch boards yet. So I got some adjustments made. Everything seems to be running as it should, so we're gonna get going on it. So I did a lot of research on this machine before I purchased it. Last year, Nick Garton from Wavy Wood Sawmills and myself were at the Paul Bunyan show, and I was kicking the tires on some Range Road equipment, and it seemed pretty well built. So I reached out to a dealer in Michigan called Runnin Gears. They're up in Harrison, Michigan, and chatted with them, Lorraine and Marcus and Josie, for a while. And we came up with an idea of getting one of these in the woodyard. I purchased this, so this ain't a paid promotion or anything, but we are working together a little bit on some things on this end of it. It goes at a pretty good clip. We're cutting an 1.125-inch cherry. We just cut a bunch of 1-inch maple. I still have a bunch of 1-inch more maple. By yourself, this is kind of a pain in the butt because you're going back and forth. With my wife, it was great. So I mentioned I researched this for quite a while. In my opinion, this is the best bang for the buck. This is about a $5,500 machine, maybe $5,800 out the door. It does come with a mobility package if you want to get that as well. I think that's an extra $1,000. And that's at the time of this video when it comes out. But we're going to get this fired up. It's an easy starter, and we're going to throttle it up and run some cherry boards through it because the customer wants these boards, and I'm hoping he can pick them up today. If you're in Michigan or even the Midwest and are interested in an edger, give Runnin Gears a call in Harrison, Michigan. Talk to Lorraine, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you get you pointed in the right direction. The company is a great company to work with. The employees are excellent, very nice people. So give them a call up there at Harrison, Michigan. It's about in the middle of the state. Runnin Gears is also a Range Road dealer, if I failed to mention that. And so they carry the full line of all of the Range Road products. In the description of this video, I'll put all the important links for Runnin Gears, their phone number and address, and how you can get in touch with Lorraine and get yourself an edger. very, very pleased with the Range Road edger, board edger. So that stack and this stack over here on top, the customer's gonna be thrilled. Thank you, Range Road, and thank you, Runnin Gears up in Harrison, Michigan. Can't thank you both enough. Boy, this Range Road pairs perfectly with a homeowner sawmill. For the price of the sawmill and an edger, you can make some solid lumber. You can buy the OS-27 without the mobility package for $3,000. You can get this for $5,500, $6,000 all said and done. And you're creating great boards. This, I hate edging, and I suspect all of you hate edging on the sawmill. It's not hard, it's tedious. And one thing, I have really bad hand and wrist arthritis and right elbow arthritis. And just manipulating sometimes little things hurts my elbows and hands. So this is gonna work out really well. It's a two-man operation. A couple of things I take away from it. When my wife was out here, it was really easy. Her and I got to get into a flow on this like we are in the sawmill. She doesn't know how I want things separated and stacked, or even all the pieces where all the scrap goes. And we'll work all that out. I think I'm going to build a square bunk so I can stack all those in there, because they just start spilling out, or come up with something. Maybe just throw them right in the back of the trailer. Cut them in half, and those will go right into my wood stove, maybe in thirds. I also have a friend who smokes a lot, so I'll give him a bunch of that cherry. Pairs perfectly with the homeowner sawmill. I also noticed I get eaten up with sawdust on that end. It's probably just because the smoke is the wind is blowing kind of across and blowing it up into my eyes. And speaking of smoke, you could probably see it in the background. We're dealing with those Canadian wildfires. It's 90 degrees. We get a little breeze, so hopefully that will blow some of that out. Guys, if you're from the Midwest, you know what it smells like. My God, it smells like plastic. It smells like my neighbor is burning trash. One thing I'm thinking about is, when we're really getting going, pushing my slabs over the sawmill onto some 4x4s instead of rolling them off the conveyor, and rolling the flitches down that conveyor that I used to roll the slabs down to this thing. So if my wife was out here, she could be running this thing while the sawmill's running, as well as I'm taking flitches off. Or we get 4 or 5 of them, then she runs them at one time. It's just a thought. If you can come up with a way to set this thing up where it maximizes my footprint here and utilizes the footprint where I don't have to walk as much, and it just is better for me, drop that in a comment. Very pleased. Again, guys, check it out, Range Road. If you're in the market for one, they make a nice little edger. Take care. We'll see you next time at the board edger, or sawmill, or lumberyard.